Latina.com.
With Polzino, formerly of Fly Polzino, Latin hip hop artist, upcoming. Tell us where you been at, man. You've been in the mix for a minute.
I know, I feel you, man. I've been trabajando, man. I'm working on my solo project. Now that I'm solo, I can collaborate with whoever I want. And, just work on whatever I feel like working, my own style. I miss working with my partner, but, things shift when you least expect them to. But, I've just been on the grind, man. Working on my networks, my tracks, flying back and forth to New York to record out there with Sid the Kid, a.k.a. Latigo. Shout out to you, my boy. And, over here chilling in Florida with Rich, you know what I'm saying?
So was there a problem with you collaborating with other artists because you were in a group, or was there like something else going on with that?
It wasn't so much of a problem, just that we had a certain image and we didn't want to kind of collaborate with, for example, like we're trying to be like, pretty boy type shit, and we didn't want to collaborate with hood people or people that rap about other type of things that we can't relate to according to our image, you know what I mean? That type of stuff. But no problems at all.
All right. Now you solo. So, what was the situation with that? Like, why did Fly Polzino disband?
It was never laid out as an official thing about the solo thing, but actions speak louder than words, and I just got the vibe that as we get older, I got the vibe that that wasn't what Fly's #1 priority was. I never really talked to him about it, but just from his the actions that he was doing. And I would ask him, I would kind of like go around the corner just to see where he's at mentally, and I just kind of like got that vibe from him, like when a group first started, we used to be riding together all the time. We would come up with them nice hits. We were performing every other week, if not twice a week or whatever. And then little by little, as I pulled the ball more on his court, things started slowing down because I got into a car accident. I couldn't be working as much as I could. I couldn't be stressing, especially the music thing that much. So I kind of put the ball on his court, and that's when things basically went downhill. I just made the decision to go solo, you know what I mean?
Got you. But you guys put out what would be considered an underground hit to all standards with your first mixtape. How did that come about?
Which one, the freshest thing in here?
Well, the mixtape itself.
Oh, the mixtape, yeah.
Yeah, because that's really what got you your first deal, right?
Yeah. Well, that mixtape started with one collaboration that was me and Fly. That's actually how the group got started. We did one track together, and we went to a studio to record it. And then the manager there liked how me and him sounded together, and he made a proposal for us to be a group and make a mixtape. And that mixtape got us, known, and we were doing shows and whatnot all through South Florida. And that's basically how it was. How the ball started rolling.
Oh. So you guys were actually solo artists before you became a group.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like a far-fetched idea of going back to doing solo material.
But the way I say is like we did so much together. It kind of sucks that we're kind of doing our own things now. But excuse me. But it's like the way I see it is like I'd rather us go solo. Worst case scenario, we could get back, form the group again, than not going solo at all and missing out on opportunities that we could have helped each other out on. Let's say he blows up, he come help me out, or if I blow up, I come help him out if he's still interested in doing the music thing, you know what I mean?
Alright, so it's still a crew thing, it's just you doing solo
that's
material.
Still my boy, man. I got love for that man, though. He's a good friend. But with the music thing right now, I don't personally feel like that's his #1 priority. Alright,
so how is your vision of your music different now that you're solo than when you were in a group?
That's a good question. I would say now, like since it's obviously just me, I feel like now the ideas that come to me, I just have to think about them within myself to see they're the right choices or the right way to go. But now I don't know if I'm answering your question. How's the question?
Now, how's your vision of your music different now that you're solo? Is it something that you feel less confined when maybe picking out a beat? Because you're in a group, two people have to say, okay, this beat is hot, let's do it.
I don't try to do nothing that's gonna kind of like devalue where I left off with the group. But like the only difference now is that I don't feel like I only gotta do girl stuff, or I feel like I could do whatever I'm personally going through. If I'm going through a breakup, we did that in the group, but I'm like, let's say I'm like whatever, investing money in this and that or whatever, I could rap about that. If I'm whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever I go through now. It's not what we going through now. It's strictly what I go through. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I don't even know if I still answer your question.
Might have to edit your words, put everything back together.
Chop a little bit in, answer my questions.
Exactly. So you say you're working with a new producer now. How's that going? Like how is that different? Because you dealt with other producers before, right?
Yeah,
you never
yeah.
had like one consistent producer.
Yeah, I mean, we started. I mean, I still keep in touch with our original, like our first producer, H1, and it's going good for him. You know, he's working out of Tallahassee with Jay Lyric. He used to be with T-Pain. But my producer, my exclusive producer right now is Kid the Sid, aka Latigo. And with him, it's perfect, man. Like I feel blessed because you know this kid is talented and you know he believes in me, and that's what I need right now, especially now that I'm solo and basically I'm on my own. You know what I mean? I'm just working on my networks, but through him, you know, we have some very important contacts, that we're gonna step to them when we have the material ready, and the whole thing ready to go. But he's definitely a talented kid. He helps me write most of my songs. And when him and me make a beat together, it's like chemistry. Like we're both on the same page. We think alike, so there's no arguing. Like I could trust him doing a song idea that I have. You know what I'm saying? I know he's gonna do it the way I like it. Because he thinks the same way that I do, and the other way around. That type of stuff. Gotcha.
So you guys are working on an album together? You working on a project?
Yeah, it's basically my what do you call them? EPK.
Okay.
No, not EPK. When it's like an album / demo, whatever that shit. We're working on the album with We're working on an album with about 8 tracks on it. We're also gonna use it as a demo, and
So you're doing like an EP then?
EP. That's what I'm doing. EP. Yeah, with about 8 tracks on it. And out of those 8 tracks, I mean, we're gonna do like eventually like 16 tracks. And out of those 16, we're gonna choose 8 to 10, and we're gonna choose one to do a music video with, and we're gonna use Andy Hernandez for that, which is a great friend of mine. And when we have that whole package ready, that's when we're gonna step up to big people like Corriente, Latina, you know what I'm saying, and other contacts that I have, that I'm just saving them for, when I have everything ready to go. But right now, I put the shows to the side for about another month or 2. I'm more on the production side now, trying to get, those hit records out, those bangers.
You're basically back to the drawing board and recreating the foundation again.
Yeah, man, trying to figure out, now that I'm by myself, solo artist, what's the image that I want to create for myself, which way I want to go. I was aware of how difficult and different it was going to be on your own, but it's kind of a challenge, and I like a challenge, so I'm okay with it. You know what I mean?
That's good. A lot of artists, they really suffer when they go solo, or it's always like one person out of the group ends up doing something big, and then the other one's kind of left behind, and then they get back together, and it's kind of like
you're like, kind of give up.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to try this out for as long as possible. I kind of feel good now that I'm solo because if it doesn't work out, which I really doubt it, but if it doesn't, I only have me to blame for it, you know what I'm saying? Not a partner or not somebody else, you know what I mean?
Nah, that's true. So, before we leave, you got any last words, anything that people should expect from Polzino coming through?
Yeah, I'm going to definitely get back to the shows, within the next month or 2. And, the new tracks, I post them up on Facebook. You can search me on the Rocky Polzino, ROKY Polzino with a Z. And the same thing for MySpace. You can just type in Polzino, you find me. And YouTube, you know what I'm saying? You can search me on the Corriente Latina also, I'm there. And just appreciate all the fans, the people that support me, the family, and, my close friends, you know what I mean? And we're going to ride it out till we get to the top, you know what I mean? We're representing 561. 561 lo más duro, you know what I mean? Momia Music's in the building, Corriente Latina, shout out to you guys. I got my love and respect for you guys, you know what I mean? And I see you on the rebound. I don't even know what the fuck I said.